let's talk briefly about what's possible as a free-to-play player and what's possible as a new player in this game. So now here we are at the conclusion of the month, and this is the progress that we were able to make on the Rebirth team. Overall, I think the event was a success. The majority of the characters were very easy to get a hold of, with the exception, obviously, there of Agent Venom. So as promised, we keep it strictly hyped up around here. We're not going to get salty, but we do want to take a moment to ask Scopely, please, to take a look at how this character was released into the game. Monitor my account. I wasn't able to unlock the character on my big boy account or my little account, and I'm a long-standing player in this community. So please, for future reference, just be mindful of what's possible, what's not possible. I'd like to maybe, if I could get involved somehow in the Envoy program, I don't need any access to any of the new characters or anything, but just so we can have a dialogue as to what a free-to-play player can actually do, what a new player can actually do, and maybe we can incorporate some of those metrics into things coming up later on. As you can see, I'm 15 shards short. That seems to be standard for many individuals out there. No point in crying over spilled milk. What are we going to do about it? We're just going to keep plowing right ahead. We got that 7-star Spider Weaver. Maybe we can go ahead and plug her in that spot. Or as always, we got Kestrel. She's a plug and play character. Hulk, Gambit, Cersei, Silver Surfer. Again, another plug and play character. Somebody can fill that role to make sure my Rebirth team can get the job done in raids. It's going to be okay. We just got to wait for the rest of those shards to drop naturally. Little about me and the status of my account. Again, this is a 2-month-old account. I am officially today 60 days in. I don't spend. Any advancements you see on this account is free to play, so you can reproduce it as well. During that time, we made it to Commander level 64, and we were able to fully unlock our login streak. There's a benefit of getting that daily login streak. Obviously now I can auto-complete my dailies. I have Raid Sim, and although it's not part of the streak bonus, I do have Sim Blitz available as well. Features like this help you to keep chugging along and putting more power in your account. So like I said, we hit level 64 on our account. I think that also unlocked the real-time arena. Now I know this is not a game mode that people are a fan of, but along with the Sim Blitz, it gives another method to go ahead and get more resources and put more power once again into your account. And because of that, I blitz as often as possible, even if there's no character really to be going after. Again, for the beginning game, it gives you currency, it gives you shards, it gives you other resources. Don't burn yourself out, but if you got an extra few minutes, might as well throw a blitz in. So here we are clocking in at 730,000 collection power, 83 characters unlocked. Just want to give thanks to the no-cap cluster. It's really difficult, I'm finding, for a new account to find a home. So these individuals accepted me. I'm really close to the bottom, as you can see. I'm at the bottom 3 for power in this alliance. So really, for them to be happy that I'm here, I got to do my part. I got to contribute, and that means we got to build proper teams so that we can punch up, get rewards, get stuff done. So as you can see, here's the top of the alliance. So I'm at 730,000. We got cats sitting here in the millions. So again, to be a contributing member, you're not going to be able to match people pound for pound. But if you can build proper teams, you can contribute, and any alliance will be happy to have you. So the way you can contribute is you make sure you prioritize the new characters. Masters of Evil are what's coming next. So we're going to do our best to make sure we unlock each and every one of those characters. This is how you get that catch-up mechanic. This is how you close the gap between you and someone else of a higher TCP. Don't worry about building everything. You can't build hundreds of characters. Just concentrate on what's in front of you, because they're what's next. So obviously, here's my Masters of Evil roster so far. Don't have any of them unlocked. Ultron is out of reach because he's a Dark Dimension character. So we'll see how long it takes for us to get a hold of him. We'll do our best though to get everybody else. Absorbing Man is one of my personal favorite. I really love mutants. Mutants, X-Men, and whatnot make up the majority of the characters that I love. Absorbing Man is not a mutant, so for him to be on my list of characters. Makes him near and dear to my heart. Also, can't leave out Kang the Conqueror. Super excited to get my hands on him. Can't wait to see him get it done. Here's a February calendar. Looks like they're not choosing a single character, so there's nobody we can really lean on and bolster this month. We have some of the members of the PimTech team. PimTech is not strong. Some of the content creators have mentioned that there possibly is going to be an event for them later. We're not going to build them. Don't build them. They're not strong. We're going to get some shards, and then we'll talk about the nodes that they will be available if we need to lean on them in the future. If for some reason we have to make a pivot, we got Ant-Man available in the Blitz store. Stature is in the Cosmic section. Wasp is in the Villain section. We can find Ghost perhaps in the War store. Yellow Jacket is way out there in Doom Chapter 3, so he's completely out of reach for me. I don't anticipate needing him, but if we do, there we go. So here's where we are in Arena. They say that Arena is the most important game mode, and I can agree with that to an extent. It's where you get your premium currency, but I'm stuck here. I'm stonewalled. I can't push through because I don't have Icarus unlocked. My opponents here have the Eternals, Cersei and Icarus together, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't push past this because I simply don't have the characters. So you do your best that you can. You get a premium currency that you're able to get. And that's why I focus on raids. Raids is the most consistent way to acquire resources. Arena's good. Sometimes you get stonewalled, you get stuck in your tracks. That's okay. We'll just wait for the next piece of the puzzle to drop. You never know what new character will help you to make adjustments you can punch up on your arena. You just got to be prepared. So you unlock everything, and when the opportunity comes for you to punch up, when the opportunity becomes for you to jump the meta, you take advantage of it and get those cores. Team I'm working on right now, Web Warriors. Now I know what you're saying. Gideon, Rebirth replaces the Web Warriors. I understand that. However, in the early game, things are different. You need to build whatever strong teams you can get your hands on. And I was able to get all 5 members of this team. So knowing that they're strong, we invested in them. Do I expect Rebirth to replace them? Absolutely. They're getting my attention. Rebirth, that is getting my attention. And when they're strong enough, they'll take over. But until that time, I have to maintain this team, which means I might not be putting gear into them, but I am still putting levels into them. And they're working. They're performing at base difficulty it is, in the Ultimus 7 raid. My second raid team at the moment is Secret Avengers plus Kestrel. I do not yet have Maria Hill, so we're using in stand-in healers. That's not working very well. But as soon as we get a hold of Maria, hopefully things go better. So if my Web Warriors go down, and the Secret Avengers Kestrel is who I use next. I put Shang-Chi in there. That's what people are using in the late game, so I'm imitating that here. I can pop Gamora in as well. And again, this is my second tier team. So after I put power into my Web Warriors, then next up is the Secret Avengers. When I complete Rebirth, that will push this down to the third team. So again, Rebirth will get the primary, then Web Warriors, then Secret Avengers. Here is our Horseman teams thus far. So 40 shards for Red Hulk and Rogue. We were able to complete difficulty 1 on those Scourge events, and we get character shards. So that's pretty awesome. That's extremely free to play friendly. If these events were to come around 4 times, I guess that would take 4 times for me to unlock those legendaries. But I'm convinced that as time goes on, obviously my teams are going to get stronger, and we'll be able to unlock them sooner than that. Just want to reiterate that the Scourge system is a great thing. Please encourage it for future use. Let's take a peek at the Horseman teams. So Gamma here, if I was to unlock Red Hulk at some point in the future, we got the Incredible Hulk. That's fine. Abomination is available in the Crucible store. She-Hulk is available in the Blitz store. At this point in time, there's no way for me to get bronze shards except for what comes naturally. So if I do unlock Red Hulk at least, we can get the majority of the team up and running. Next up is Unlimited X-Men. So we got Gambit available. Phantom X is in, what is that? The new villain section, the new hard mode villain section. So he's far away. He's kind of out of reach. We're going to get some Sunfire shards with the Strike Pass that's going on right now. Dazzler, she's also in the Strike Pass and she's in the War store. So we can start making advancement on her. Realistically, best case scenario is maybe I could get a 3-piece if we can unlock Rogue at some point in the future. For the Death Seed team, we got Nemesis, we got Psylocke, she's available later on in the node, I believe. Dark Beast is out of reach, and Magneto is a legendary character. I don't have the mutants available to put power into him just yet. That'll come along in time. So this team will be difficult as it is a double legendary team, but all things come to those who wait. So people are saying that you should push for this. So like, Gideon, you got to unlock Apocalypse or you'll be at a disadvantage. Well, I don't know how likely it is that a new account will have any shot at unlocking Apocalypse anytime soon. We'll see. And since that's not the case, again, I just need to keep working on whatever's in front of me. Whatever team comes out, that's where my personal power is going to come from. And I'm confident there'll be some other really strong characters are released. Maybe not Apocalypse level, but we'll see what we can do with this account as far as progression is concerned. We have the Trial of Strength event that just started. And the reason I wanted to bring that to our attention is there's a significant amount of Wakandan character shards in there. So I can get some bolster to my Wakandan team, right? They have a lot of reworks lately. They're strong in Crucible. They're going to be used in War. So I might not be able to put power into them, but we can start getting some shards just because of this event. This is the kind of stuff you want to look out for as a new player. One thing too I want to bring people's attention to is we've heard a lot of individuals in the content creation community say that we should get rid of the purple drops and things like that, and we can't do that. The new players need those, so we can't be getting rid of purples. How about we say, well, in addition to, right? In addition to purples, we need more endgame gear. That's fair, that's proper, but we can't, right? We can't forget about the regular fella. We can't forget about the regular person who's not a super kraken or a whale or anything like that. How are they going to get their gear? At present, here's my Wakandans that I have available. So we got 4. If we can somehow unlock 1 mil or the original Black Panther, at least we'll have a team of 5. And we can put them to use in some of those other game modes that we spoke about earlier. So here we have the Young Avengers. They're definitely a good team in the late game, so I'm assuming they'll be good in the early game. I'm short 1 member. I think Kate Bishop has a node that's available. We can work on farming her. That'll give us a 5-piece. We're still going to have to work on our other teams. Remember, priorities are important. Whoever's coming out first, whoever's coming out new is more important. But as we start working our way down a tier list, we definitely want to build up the Young Avengers. And first, I got to get them open, right? First, I got to get them available. And then we can start prioritizing. We'll slot them somewhere to be built. This is the progression so far on the Underworld team. Only reason why I bring it up is because they're giving away that Mr. Negative, right? They're going to be giving me a free Mr. Negative. He's going to get up to 7 stars just by playing the game. Taskmaster's almost there to be unlocked. Once we get him, we can also maybe focus on Kingpin. He's an early game unlock. That'll give me 4 out of the 5. And then we can see what game modes they might be useful in. We'll put them in the building queue as well. We have our Infinity Watch sisters. So we've talked about them numerous times. They were the first team I was able to get a hold of in this channel. That 3-piece right there. They'll probably stay just right there. I think we got other things to build now, as we're not going to be able to get a hold of Adam Warlock or Moondragon. So we'll use them for other content, but we're going to put them on hold for the time being. So what about you? What are you trying to unlock? What are you going to be building? What are you working on? Do you have any questions, especially as a new player? Do you have any questions as a free-to-play player? I'm here to help, and I want to help. Let's get this thing done. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're taking care of your family. Stay happy, stay healthy. Peace.